I did a job yesterday digging about a 65-foot trench, and the backhoe did great. No problems. The only thing that has started rearing its ugly head is the starter solenoid, I believe, is going out on it. I can turn the key and it just clicks. I can hear the relay or the solenoid clicking, and the starter won't turn. So anyway, I'm gonna get this thing, I'm gonna get the bucket up in the air without punching a hole through the roof and look at this starter. Okay, so let's see if it fires up. Yeah, so that's what it's doing. Okay, well, at least I can get the bucket up in the air. We'll do that. Okay, so we got our prop in here, so we just need to put. Okay. Keep from getting grease. I'm not an expert on this, but the way I understand this to work is this is a constant 12-volt supply straight from the battery. This is a big giant cable that goes straight to the battery. It's always got 12 volts on it. There's a break between this connection from the battery to the starter. This connection is energized when it receives 12 volts here from key switch. So when you put it in start or click it over to start, it takes a small amperage and tells the solenoid connect these two big mamma jammas here to make the starter go. So what we can do is kind of hotwire. If we just touch 12 volts to this, we should see if the solenoid is kicking in, or if it's maybe kicking out. I've made a little connector here, and we are going to put this 12 volts, and then I'm going to connect it to this guy, and we should see if the starter kicks off. And I have the key off, so it's not going to start, but okay. I think the solenoid's actually good. Yeah, so I think the solenoid is good. Now, what we can do is see if when I turn the switch up there, if I'm getting 12 volts here. Okay, so this should be my 12 volts. I have the starter switch that supplies 12 volts to the solenoid connected, going over to my multimeter, and then I have the ground clamped to a bolt on the seat. So when I turn the switch over to start, we should see 12 volts on the multimeter. Start. Okay, about 10 or 11 volts. About 10, 11 volts. 10 or 11 volts. I would assume that's supposed to be getting 12 volts, and it is not getting enough to energize that relay. We're going to replace the relay. I think either this part, and this is above the start aid canister or the ether. It's got, this backhoe actually has a push button to spray ether down into the intake manifold. And that came from the factory like that, so kind of interesting. But above this is a little starter relay. And this of course, I'll show you on the bench. We tested this with 12 volts and putting power to these two terminals, and the connection between these two load leads was a little bit inconsistent. We didn't always get continuity between these two. It led me to go ahead and get a new relay, a new starting relay. Where did it go here? Okay. New relay is installed. Let's see what we get on our voltmeter when we turn the switch. 12.5, 12.3, 12.3. Okay. Well, let's give it a whirl, see what she does.